And you have freedom of speech today.
My God.
Men gotta have that, okay?
Yes.
That's the only thing what men want, what is small. You think how many climate clues you can put together with this?
3.
Who said the small Knipex is not needed? Oh, let me get the large one. When you breathe it in and you lie flat, you die.
Really?
Yeah. Look who's here again. After just 1 week. Put it in normal height. That's normal height? Jesus. Yeah, so Fabian is back with his Land Rover Discovery 3 after a multi-month trip through Africa. So we got a tiny selection of parts today. So if you check this out, one side job we gotta do is put in a new condenser, replace the plastic coolant manifold. We also got some idler pulleys and tensioners. The oil cooler is leaking. Most likely that's only a gasket leak. He's got problems with his coolant reservoir. And then I got the necessary gaskets from Land Rover and other sources to fix all the leaks he's got.
I never changed that in my Discovery.
And we got 2 dogs watching the entire repair.
Yeah, so Fabian is kind of addicted. Luna, you all know, he got that one as a stray dog from Italy. And Marley, the left dog, he got out of Africa. Look what he has. I have never ever seen a Ineos product, except for the car.
And you have freedom of speech today. Okay?
Usually I don't have that.
Fabian has the AC already evacuated, so we're not gonna do anything with our environment here.
He has it professionally evacuated.
If you look inside here, you can clearly see that it's all green and there is actually like a stain. I'm using my huge Knipex plier
Yeah, why did you buy the smallest one available?
because I wanted to carry it around in my pocket.
Yeah, we are kind of a channel lock kind of family.
And the lights come out. That's usually where I make the remark, try to do that on a Toyota.
No, don't put them here. My God.
Men gotta have that, okay?
Yes.
That's the only thing what men want, what is small. Look at that, Fabian got 1 bolt left. Yeah, it's
Stunning.
because you babbling, I don't hear the camera beeping.
So usually I get told, don't create so much content.
You have freedom of speech today. The airbox is one of the things in a Discovery which does not have any bolts.
Oh, that's good.
Okay. These ground pins here are important, and he does have occasionally a system engine fault. This does not look very good, especially this bolt. Doesn't that look like it's right out of Africa?
Yeah.
So last time we put this coolant tank in here, it did resolve the problem with the old coolant tank, but it introduced a new problem because of the high quality. Look at that. The cap is basically not getting tight.
Oh,
and
then
you
you-
never get it to the proper torque, so the thread doesn't fit the cap. I don't know how it is possible to sell something like this, but Fabian is going to return this one and we're going to replace the coolant tank again today.
Also, the sensor is not working, so.
Yeah, so it double sucks.
Amazon or
No, auto dog.
So hopefully the Nissan one is a little better.
don't get it stuck.
I just told her to wait, and no.
He told me I've
She's
got
gotta
freedom
take-
of speech today.
I got here a tie wrap what the police is using if you got a riot under a bunch of climate gluers and you want to, attach them all together. So you take that and you put it all the way down next to the oil cooler. Okay, and then you pull it out and you can see you got a slight oil down in the V. You think how many climate gluers you can put together with this?
3.
So that's my favorite task in the morning. Oh, look, we still got dirt from the Mercedes in there. That's not good. Better get that out. And get
Yeah,
all
you
the
cannot
dirt
mix
out.
that stuff up.
If you mix that up, the desktop mechanics freak out. Look at that. He's got a blind passenger taken here from Africa all the way to us. We brought one home from Croatia.
And you had it on film and that one's still stuck in the...
So he drove all the way home.
Yes.
And it's very hot, of course. So we do the rest off camera because this way I'm not as embarrassed. Taking his intake out. Who said the small Knipex is not needed? Oh, let me get the large one.
And we just had him out. No, we didn't.
This piece of shit out. There we go. Okay. Removing the wheel for excess.
I can do that on my own.
So we'll remove this for excess. Oh, so easy. Oh man, these are completely oily. Removing this for excess with all the Africa dust. Oh yeah. So while we're here, I'm gonna disconnect this one. Okay. And I even prepared a box. Am I smart today? Coolant hose. Plug this all up. So we lose the minimum amount of oil. I just remembered we got these tools here from Dave Pearson, and he gave me a whole bunch of stuff he didn't need anymore because he sold his Discovery. He got us these sockets in long. Look how nicely I can access this. And Dave did expose himself to a lot of risk walking through our house because our clearance did not really meet his body size. Oh yeah. Piece of cake, man. Thank you, Dave. Oh yeah.
Like I said, they have all been opened by us. Told you so.
We did copper grease them, so that was a good move. Pull it up and forward. Okay. Fabian has here the receipt from the guy who extracted the AC, and he got 345 grams out, and it's supposed to be 550, so it would have stalled very soon. So I can be sure that this is somewhat empty, but still, when I pull this line, I put this over it, and you still hear a pop, and now we go back a little for just a minute or so. When you breathe it in and you lie flat, you die.
Really?
Yeah. So this one should not have any pressure left because the system is already open. Little tricky, but this ain't no Toyota. I hope we can get to those two hoses. Oh shit.
So the problem is that we mounted those hoses while the body was still off.
Good. Yeah. And out. There we go. Okay, on Vera's car, we actually took this out alone without removing the entire radiator system. Yeah, and here we did a lot more work to get the whole thing out, just to find out that we should have also replaced the intercooler. No.
Stop it!
As usual, the parts are bent. I have not
look at that.
installed one of these without having some sort of a bend in it. This thing fits on here with no problem. Right side goes in. Yeah, it's looking good.
I'm gonna let you listen to Christian's complaining.
Yeah, it's too much. This repair is just too much for a Saturday morning. Okay, this comes out. Okay, this comes out.
It's mine, for my bag. It's like in an operating room.
Oh, why did we start this? This car is for sale, okay? Anybody wants to buy it? You can see every repair is like really minor and easy to be done on a Saturday morning.
Oh,
Okay.
something fell down.
Yeah.
Probably my blanking blade.
Intake.
Oh, missed it. It shouldn't be like that.
It shouldn't be like that.
No,
Why don't you call them?
I will.
Missed the important stuff again?
No, I'm not.
The old one, we're gonna have to replace that one.
Yes, let's see if it has a leak.
Okay, and the coolant crossover pipe. Just move it out of the way after like a 10-minute battle. The diesel lines, move them out of the way.
He's gonna draw the oil filter. Got
Now,
freedom of speech today.
I do not have
A new
to pay a
filter.
lot of attention to avoid a big mess here, because the mess down in there is
It's
already
there.
maximum. Now the most difficult part when doing the oil cooler is this evaporator
Oh yes,
thingy here, okay?
that's at the back.
Okay, I made progress.
A bit of persuasion. Don't break it, don't break it. It would be easier if we just take the body off. I mean, the AC is evacuated anyways.
Oh, Kacke.
So weit waren wir aber noch nicht.
That is enough reason to sell this car. But we got it out. So the trick to get this out is that you can't get it out. And all you gotta do is basically remove all connectors and lines, and also get this wiring harness pushed out of the way. It took now an hour.
An
10,
hour? Yeah.
and I had to take my head off, and Vera left. She had enough. So you can see we got most of the oil out. Now we're gonna remove the oil cooler. I think I got them all. Always put your tools right on the battery. Now we gotta pull the cooler out. Take this oily mess and take it out. Yeah, there's a bunch of fluid in there, isn't it? Oh. So let's get all that stuff out. There are 2 bolts down in there, and they kind of stuck in something. Look at that. 1 and 2. Found the root cause of the problem why the oil cooler is leaking. These 2 bolts we actually found in the V, and they fell out here. But I gotta say, when we bought this thing and we installed it, it came assembled.
Yes, of course.
I did not assemble this. We're gonna clean this baby up and put everything back together. The V is like Las Vegas, okay? What happens in the V stays in the V. I'm taking my Detroit ball bearing scale.
Yeah, but why do you even bother now?
Because we are not replacing the whole thing. We're only replacing what's necessary. So this is the part we're replacing. This is the part we gotta keep. This gasket you cannot get on a Discovery 3 separately. And I know when you guys Google it now, you see a gasket which looks like that. It ain't it. Okay? It's not available. So here is the new oil cooler from Nissan. Notice that it comes with the gasket, and it comes also with the diesel cooler gasket. So if you get one of these out of the store, most of the time these are missing. So you have to know they come with it. Okay. So I got this gasket carefully seated. You got to make sure it's not wrinkled somewhere and it's nicely pushed down. Okay, so this is really important. And then you take this thing and you put it on here the wrong way, and then you correct it and put it on the right way. This is looking good. The bolts nice and clean. Because they fell out, we use some Loctite 242. So you're definitely always the loser if you buy aftermarket, but something like this from Land Rover is just so expensive that you might as well just buy a new Defender V8.
Oh yeah, that's the next car I want to get.
That's my dream car, okay?
Yes.
I would give up my Queen for a Defender V8 because it got more power than any Toyota.
Is that the Octa?
Good. Now the little diesel cooler. 2 new gaskets. There.
Yes, we got to pay attention now that we always put in the new gasket and seal.
You're
not the old one. We have to take the body off and engine out again.
On the Mercedes,
On the Mercedes.
took the gasket out, wanted to replace it, and I put the old gasket back in, and then
Which had a hole by the time.
But when I took the engine back out with Robin, it only took us 1 hour and 40.
Yes.
Okay, and Robin learned a lot. Okay, so I got this nicely clean, and this is gonna go back in.
That one.
That one we always replace. Good.
So he wants to take out the glow plug and 7,
Yep.
huh?
Collect them all. Just gonna test them, and if they're good, then we'll put them back in. Did you see how clean it is in the V? We could.
No, I made lunch.
Yeah. Okay.
We could have fried my French fries.
It's smoking, it's working.
Don't knee into it. Okay.
Yes, I'm too close.
Also working, also working.
Metaflux out of Switzerland. Just like the comments you always get. I'm just saying, okay? Just saying.
Just saying.
Just saying, you screwed this up. The glow plugs get 9 Newton meters. I have like a swiveling joint here on my extension, or solid.
Oh.
So exactly for this spot back here, for example, I put it in the swiveling mode.
Yeah.
Good, we're done here.
Look how clean that is. And if you go down in the V, there is a groove which is almost 1 inch deep. That has to fill up.
So we got a new gasket here. And this is a steel gasket. This is the stuff what Land Rover specifies. A little bit. So I'm gonna smudge this in here. This goes on here. And it got
Goes
these
on here.
Yeah, it got these clip-on pieces, see? And we also gonna put some here on the high side.
It smells good.
Okay, gonna pull out all the garbage here. Right there. And right there. And then this baby goes in from back here without doing much hitting and stuff.
And without
Like
dropping
this.
the gasket.
And it sits nice and down.
Did you put Loctite on?
No. No reason to use Loctite on everything, okay? What are you gonna fix next time if you put Loctite on everything?
Nothing. Christian's most favorite tool.
Gonna get these seated nicely.
Are you gonna torque them?
No, I'm just gonna leave them like this. 11 Newton meters, okay? A little bit crisscross from the inside to the outside.
If he falls down, it's not my fault.
I gotta pull the paper out, and that's such an important task.
Oh, I don't see
If
it.
we don't have that on video, I'm gonna hear about it. See, that's not all. You missed it again. There, we gotta take this out.
What?
Oh no!
The gasket came out.
Oh, fuck.
And it's broken and we have stuff like that.
So this one is kinda broken. That's probably why it came out. But we got it on stock.
Yes, and who remembered it?
I don't.
Me.
See, I got here a tool.
Yeah.
No, I need something longer. Found an extension for it. How's that?
And the bad day hammer.
And it says LR3 on it. That sounds good if you ask me.
Gotta move along my... Oh, there it is. Okay, looks just fine. Oh, now that entire debacle starts again.
But I remember how we took it out.
I don't.
It was like this. You've got to go in here. No, you got to go in here like this. Okay. And there's probably no sense in doing this on camera. Ah, look at that.
Oh my god.
That was
Not a
easy now.
debacle.
In less than 1 minute.
Oh, the cable is now in the way back here. So I pushed the cable out of the way, and now I realize I forgot to put one bolt in.
Oh my god,
Which is
Christian.
this one here.
Oh, crap.
And that one.
That's too much for me.
And this is a channel lock job.
Yeah, not a Knivex job.
Okay. Yeah, that's good. And we can take it right back out because we forgot to plug this cable in.
Oh, damn it. But
Yeah.
we don't have to take it out all the way.
No, just like that.
Oh.
So this cable gotta go back in. Here, click.
Yes, I heard it.
I'm gonna mount now the glow plug connectors. That's it.
R is here.
You got it, babe. And plug, plug, plug. I think that's an off-camera job. What? Okay, and second side is also back in. Very well. Piece. Gotta go back in here. This piece. Gotta go back in here. This piece looks like fits here. Yeah, that clicks. I confused these, so now it's correct.
Sure, it didn't click.
Yeah, that one snapped in there. This one and this one snapped in. Good, this looks all decent again. Okay, then the coolant crossover gotta go back in. Who dreamt up that bolt? What is if I drop it now? And the other one I lost already months ago when we did this.
Oh, okay.
Okay, a stupid coolant hose goes back on a stupid crossover pipe. Click, click. Very well.
So tying up all loose ends with tie wraps.
Okay, don't want to forget the glow plugs or they have no chance to glow. There and there. Clips on here. Clips on there. Clicks on here. Brand new coolant connection. So Russ just installed an aluminum one he bought somewhere in China for 16 euros. But I gonna wait his feedback. This O-ring is new from
2 weeks ago.
from 2 weeks ago. And it slipped in nicely. Good. Like the BMW guy says, torque speculation is 10 Newton meters. We do a filter inspection. Oh, this is all clean.
Yeah?
Yeah, it's all clean.
Good.
So you don't have a problem and it runs forever.
Perfect
Nothing.
for the new buyer.
Nothing. Don't have to, but it's better if you do it like this. Click. Click.
Now he wants to do what?
I want to investigate if his tensioner is still good while we in there. So this one is good. This one is good. This one is good. Alternator is also good. Belt drive system is okay.
Okay.
And back on.
Oh yes, I'll keep it as a
And
souvenir.
there are 2 brand new ceiling rings in here. We just put them in last weekend.
Sure we are ready for that piece?
Okay. And torque speculation is 10 Newton meters. Click, click.
Connector.
A little bit of a confusion in the connector arrangement. Looks nicer.
So now the EGR pipes.
The EGR pipe with a new gasket goes in. And
Yes.
then we got the back side of the engine done.
Second EGR cooling pipe. Oh, he dropped it.
I saw this in a video from the BMW guy out of Frankfurt.
So the BMW
He's
guy
my
out
hero.
of Frankfurt is his hero.
Yeah, and he knows what torque speculation is.
Yes, but he only fixes BMWs.
Yeah, that kind of sucks.
That kind of sucks.
Because anybody can fix a BMW. You put a couple of conrod bearings in and you're done.
That is a Knipex.
So now I gotta pull the tie wrap out.
He said click, click.
Okay. Clip.
Luckily, Christian bought a new clip. So I'm waiting for the click.
Pinkman is not lighting good enough. But if I'm Walter White, then Fabian is Jesse Pinkman. Okay. One of the richest actors. That's typical Jesse Pinkman, you know. All he had to do is hold it, and he found a way to even get rid of that job. Good, I got it. It was one of those Christmas tree thingies.
Yeah, it's actually called a fir tree tie wrap.
Oh, okay. I think the BMW guy doesn't have these.
Well,
Piece can go back on. Yeah, the BMW guy doesn't have somebody working with him on his car.
I still want to look and crawl inside his rooftop tent.
What
So
I
you better torque it correctly.
I torqued it correctly.
No, you didn't.
It was a silent click. Click, 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 click.
Yes.
The thread is broken, but you know, the bolt is still in there.
Oh, that's the one we found in our gutter. So let's move on and install the AC condenser and the radiator.
Almost no dent in here for working all these hours on this car. It's really not bad.
We did good. That's gonna be fun.
So it was like in an angle. Yeah, that's very good. Yes, exactly like this.
Yes, I'm here for the drama.
That's for sure drama. This cable here. Oh. Done. Gotta go in this receiver.
It's all in.
Yep.
It looks good.
And 7 millimeter. Click.
All the way down there.
Yeah.
That is not a how-to.
Oh, it's not a how-to.
No, we just made a how-to video about the AC condenser on my car.
Yeah, and we did it much better because we only took
Exactly.
the condenser out.
Which comes?
How to seat a hose clamp. No, that's in. Okay, it's in here. What a bitch. Good. Go back in here. And you pronounce the K. Knipex.
That is what he's talking about.
I'm gonna open the condenser now and we wanna hear a whoosh. And usually Vera talks right into it. Good. That is a sign that at least it wasn't screwed up completely. We got new O-rings for the AC because the O-rings coming with the Nissan condenser do not fit. And you use an iPhone tool to get the O-ring off. Right here. It was on summer sale for only €8.
Oh my god.
So this one goes back on here. Getting the O-ring off. There. And it goes back on here. There. Okay, and they get about 10 Newton meters. Little less, okay? 8 Newton meters.
Good and tight.
That's what he says. Place the coolant reservoir. The one Fabian bought sucks. Thread feels better. There's the float. The one from Fabian doesn't even have a thread here. It looks like this plug is just pushed in. And this one clearly has a thread. And it has Nissan written on it. You wonder how this stuff is made. I mean, somebody makes it cheap and then some other dude goes like, oh, I can make it even cheaper. I mean, what fucked up planet are we? Okay. And then this from the top. Yeah, it goes from the top. Because I'm so smart, I already latched the plier in ahead of time. Oh, now I pulled it off. That wasn't so smart. There we go. And now I put the sensor on. Click. It should have been a better quality.
Probably was a Ridex. So he's connecting the air intake hose.
Yeah. And Vera said her elbows are already sore.
Yes, because I have to hold the camera steady.
Something screwed up. Okay, so let's see if it holds the vacuum.
Oh, it looks good.
Looks good.
Well, I don't know.
Here's brand new coolant, plenty of it. Coolant goes in. This is the best Chinese thing ever.
You know, that's a 20-liter bottles. You know, getting it out from here to here was already a debacle.
Just to lift it up. And they will expand now slowly, okay?
I'm so done.
Yeah, I know.
Just want to lay down and sleep.
Our vacuum is gone all the way. So this should be nice and full now.
Yeah.
And you can see it took about 10 liters.
Yeah.
This one fits nicely. Pieces we gotta go put back in here.
Oh my god. Is there still enough grease on?
Left hand thread. Click, click. Oh shit. Okay, so.
All is installed. And that's not a wood screw. Oh my god, that's the biggest file I've ever seen. And it's really rough.
Massive this thing is.
Yeah.
Das haben wir halt gemacht.
So you gotta mount the light guards first before you can mount your grill. We use battery pole grease.
I wonder if the guy in Frankfurt has also battery pole grease.
He probably has it from Liquimoli.
And we only got Nigreen. It just beats us in all aspects. So we're gonna jump at the fuel pump and let it run a bit. I hear it run.
Okay.
Okay, that's good enough. Put the relay back in and it will fire up immediately.
We should fix the lift situation first.
Yeah.
It's Saturday, 5 o'clock. Look at that, the doggies.
Vera found a coolant leak on her car. I
Yes.
wonder who screwed that up.
Oh. Perfect.
It took about 5-6 seconds because
We drained
add
the oil.
filter, no?
Yeah.
It's not full.
You wanna open that one?
The other one is too heavy.
So next to the engine rebuild and the high pressure fuel pump, that was the worst we have done on that car.
So we're gonna go on a quick test drive to see that this thing is really working.
I'm just reading and deleting my faults.
How you guys doing? So no coolant leak fault and no engine fault. That's pretty good. So we're back and it's complaining about coolant. Yeah, let's put some more in. Good enough. It's already over. So Vera wants to check out the rooftop tent because she wants to buy the same one. Oh wow, that is easy. The gutter is leaking. That's what really is interesting here. Okay, she wants to go in here. Okay, so how big is this one? Ours is 140.
Yes.
And this is
here's 120.
Okay,
it's
so
about
it's
130.
yeah, maybe 128. So it's okay. So I'm gonna have to sleep closer to you. Looks like it's very roomy.
There are some openings for the heater. Here is electricity.
Oh, did that come with it?
Yeah, and there is a light inside.
Wow. Because she's no longer happy with ours because she can't set it up on a parking lot. Okay, so she's gonna get an alu cab. Exactly this one. Yeah, it does look really good, doesn't it? This car is gonna be sold as soon as he has TÜV. Got 260,000 kilometers on it. The tires are pretty decent still. But you see, there's a lot of stuff always going on with these cars. So let's see how long it takes closing it. Yeah, it is a little bit faster than on ours, I gotta say. Okay. That is quite nice. So I think there's no chance for me to get around one, isn't it?
So look what Robin got.
It's maybe not the most intelligent setup we have right now.
And I didn't think we need our engine lift that soon again. Pumping, pumping, pumping. Yes, it's going slowly. Definitely, without our engine lift, no chance.
So that was excellent planning.
Yes, on Christian's side. So Christian is a master backer-upper with our trailer. Oh my god. Oh, it's huge.
Oh, it's absolutely...
Holy cow.
Oh my, that's awesome.
It looks like a Texas Longhorn.
Driving there, picking it up and coming back, we left at
5:30 and now it's like 7 o'clock. 1.5 hours.
But now he's got a stupid idea only a blacksmith could come up with. Okay, he is not a collector. Robin is a blacksmith. So he is allowed to have 3 different size anvils. Now this is the first one. Vera bought this one with him when he was, I would say, 13.
Yes.
This is the one I bought with him. You didn't have a driver's license back then, so I would say you were 17. Now he found this one. It was 15 kilometers away, sitting in a field, and the previous owner got it from a glass. Yeah, it was a glass manufacturer in Mannheim. So, and you're not even 20 now. Maybe a 500 kg, like a half ton, would be good in future. He got this one here not long ago, which was also a really good find.
Yeah.
We got this one a long time ago. I think he was like 15 when we bought this thing, and then we restorated it. That's actually our very first YouTube video in our channel, is how we restorate this thing. Wow, this is really something, Robin. Very good. And this
He's got a new angle grinder from us. What the hell?
Yeah, I bought
at
it for
that.
him. So, you know, if you're missing your tools because your son is using them, the problem is you're not buying some for himself. And all of them are now in the possession of a blacksmith, and they will be used. They're not going to be used to put some flowers on or shit. Wow, Robin, you got it finished. That is really incredible. So Vera's uncle passed away about 1 year ago, and Robin forged a steel cross for his grave. This is really, really a piece of art. Very impressive, Robin. Look at this, guys. And it's of course a quite emotional task if you make something like that for a family member. He's gonna install this next week, and I thought I'm gonna bring it into the video.
Yes, and you're gonna help him.
Yes, I'm gonna drive there with him. How many hours did you work on it?
About 40 hours. So it was 4 hours of painting, about 10 hours of forging, and the rest was all grinding, welding, and assembly work.
Incredible.